What's up guys, Josh here for Tech, and every now and then in the world of smartphones, there's always going to be something new, something different, and today that is exactly what we're checking out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Camon 17 Pro, one of the latest devices from a company called TECNO Mobile. It's powered by a MediaTek Helio G95 CPU, comes with a refreshing and premium look, and is touted to be a pretty sweet entry-level device. Oh, and did I mention this was endorsed by Chris Evans as well? With that being said, if you're curious to find out more, stick around and let's get started. Checking out the box, we like how it presents itself in a clean white look, with TECNO's bold blue font being pretty eye-catching as well. Over at the back, we do have a rundown of some of the device's specs, which we'll all touch on as we go along this video. Flipping that over to the bottom, you'll see that our unit comes in ice silver with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. But we do know it also comes in still water blue as well. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's see what we have inside. Once you open the box, you'll find the phone itself, which is covered in plastic. Let's just turn that on and set that aside for now. Underneath the phone, you'll find some mandatory paperwork, along with a 12+1 month warranty card, which should come handy in the future, so I suggest you keep that safe. Beneath that, there's a neat looking clear jelly case to keep your device nice and secure, and finally, at the very bottom are the rest of your goodies, such as your standard charging brick, a USB Type-C cable, a basic set of wired earphones, which is a nice touch, and last but not least is the ever so handy SIM ejector tool. Alright, now that we got everything out of the box, let's go ahead and check the device itself. When it comes to the design, the Camon 17 Pro is a rather pretty sight to look at. We noticed right away these nice lines all throughout the back, which elevates the overall aesthetics. In addition, the matte organic glass along with its curved edges make it not only fingerprint mark resistant, but is quite comfortable to hold as well. A couple of other eye catchers in this area is the reflective TECNO Camon logo right by the lower left corner, and of course the camera module which comes in a quad shooter setup. More on that in a bit. Keeping both sides together is a nice metallic looking frame. On the right side are your volume rocker keys, along with the power button below, which also doubles as a side-mounted fingerprint scanner. While on the left is your dual SIM tray slot with a dedicated microSD card slot for expandable storage. On top is rather bare bones with nothing but your noise-canceling secondary microphone, while over at the bottom is where you'll find all the good stuff, such as your single downward-firing speakers, the USB Type-C port, the main microphone, and obviously, since we do get earphones, a 3.5mm headphone jack is also in place. We like how the smooth flat finish complements the back of the phone very well, and the fact that all the buttons were also easy to reach. The TECNO Camon 17 Pro employs a 6.8-inch Full HD Plus IPS display with a pixel density of 395 pixels per inch, a 20:9 cinematic screen ratio, and has a brightness of up to around 500 nits. Now, say what you will, but these are quite impressive specs for an entry-level phone. What makes it even better is that it comes with a refresh rate of up to 90Hz, which is more often than not something you'll find in a more expensive device. So apart from smooth scrolling throughout the UI, you should also have better performance when it comes to playing games. Checking out the display settings, it will be set to this by default. But it's nice that you can still set it to 60Hz if you want to save on battery life. Personally, I like it set to auto switch for the best of both worlds. As for the display itself, the colors are decent but not too vibrant. So if you're not into oversaturation, this is a nice thing to see off the bat. It's also easier on the eyes for some reason. But if that's not your thing, you can always do some color correction over at the settings to suit it to your liking. But we'll just set ours to default. You might have noticed at the top is a center-mounted punch hole camera. It's a little larger than what we're used to seeing, and that's because it boasts a large 48-megapixel sensor. Sitting on top of that is your earpiece, which also doubles as a secondary speaker. We did some tests to confirm if these have separate stereo outputs, and indeed they do. So when it comes to multimedia consumption, this can get quite loud, especially when maxed out. It may lack a little bit of bass, but overall when it comes to audio quality, the TECNO Camon does pass with flying colors. Taking care of the software is Android 11, skinned with TECNO's latest iOS 7.6. And out of 128GB of storage, we had about 112GB left. Apart from the usual Google apps, a small portion of that space is taken up by a few bloatware apps, such as Facebook, AHA Games, and Boomplay, as well as TECNO's own pre-installed apps like Hi Party, T-Graffiti, Xshare, and a whole lot of other iOS essentials. It's a bit too much to talk about one by one, but you get the point. There's a lot of stuff in here. Alright, down to the performance department. Underneath the hood, the TECNO Camon 17 Pro is equipped with a MediaTek Helio G95 chipset and uses an ARM Mali G76 MC4 GPU. There are 3 variants to choose from, with our unit situated with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. It also comes in a 6 plus 128GB and 8 plus 256GB configuration if you're wondering as well. With this type of CPU, navigating throughout the UI is nothing but smooth sailing. And when it comes to gaming, the same can pretty much be said. We tested our usual demanding titles like PUBG, COD Mobile, and Genshin Impact. It's safe to say that all of them ran well with barely any stutters apart from maybe a few seconds from initial loading. On PUBG, we were able to run at HD graphics with the frame rate set to high. It's not the most detailed when it comes to visual quality, but the smoothness does make up for it quite a lot. Call of Duty Mobile also runs well and is set to high for both graphics and frame rate by default. You can still bump this up further to very high or max the frame rate out and set the graphics to just high. And no matter what you choose, it will still run very well. I mean, COD does have relatively smaller maps and things to load, so it's no surprise to see it generally run a lot faster than our previous game. So definitely a thumbs up for this as well. And finally, checking out our most demanding title, Genshin Impact, the Camon 17 also knocks it out of the park. By default, we're running it at medium settings, and it's nice to see that the Helio G95 CPU does a great job at keeping everything very playable. You can still tweak the settings in-game to make it run a little bit smoother, even if it surpasses the suggested graphics load. And with at least 1 hour's worth of playing this game straight, we can definitely say it's capable enough of handling the job. iOS also does a couple of optimizations to smoothen gameplay thanks to their game mode setting. And it even comes with a side panel to view CPU and GPU stats, enable D&D options, and toggle shortcuts easily without having to leave the game. Overall, although it did heat up over time just like any other phone does, it wasn't to the point where it was uncomfortable to hold for long periods of time. If you're still curious to know more, check these benchmark scores out. The TECNO Camon 17 Pro comes with the usual connectivity features such as Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 5.1, sat-nav systems, and even an FM radio. But unfortunately, if you're looking for 5G, there won't be any on this one, which is slightly unfortunate but not a deal breaker. When it comes to security, the side-mounted fingerprint reader is my personal favorite form of biometrics since it's easy to find and is usually quicker than in-display types. But other than that, we also get face unlock capabilities, which is always a welcome feature to have. Keeping everything running is a generous 5000 mAh capacity battery, and on average use, it was able to last the whole day with still enough juice to last during the evening. Of course, these can all change depending on how you use it, but in our standard video loop test, it gave us a total of 19 hours and 27 minutes of playback before fully dying out on us, which was rather impressive, while charging it up took around 1 hour and 5 minutes to reach from 0 to 100%. Now let's check out the cameras. The TECNO Camon 17 Pro incorporates a quad camera setup consisting of a 64-megapixel primary lens, an 8-megapixel ultrawide, a 2-megapixel bokeh lens, and another 2 megapixels for the mono camera, while at the front houses a 48-megapixel sensor, perfect for those who are into a lot of selfies, and I guess nowadays a good TikTok companion as well. The cameras provided us with awesome photos in well-lit conditions, and what we quickly noticed was the nice depth of field we were getting thanks to the bokeh sensor. Images are sharp, again not too vibrant, and overall make for a very decent point-and shooter. AI does a good amount of work by optimizing camera settings to give you the best shot. So whether that's a portrait shot or if you're shooting indoors or outside, there are a number of scenes to pick from. We also get handy features such as Super Night Mode, which enables low light shooting. It's not exactly the best at it, but it does what it's supposed to do, so we're not complaining too much. As for ultrawide, it does look great, but there's an obvious loss in detail, especially in low light. So we think it's best to use this for outdoor photography, such as landscapes, buildings, and other larger things, as long as there's ample sunlight. When it comes to selfies, specs-wise, the Camon 17 Pro trumps a whole lot of other devices in this category, as it probably has the highest front camera pixel count to price ratio. Again, this is more or less an entry-level device, and to have a 48 megapixel camera sitting right there is almost tough to imagine. Images are pretty crisp and clear in bright areas, but do lose some detail in darker areas like on a cloudy day indoors. What's good though is that portrait mode works just as well on the front as it does on the back, with impressive subject background separation that looks very natural to the eye and is probably the most advantageous part of this phone. Now let's check out video quality.
Alright, so this is a sample video of the TECNO Camon 17 Pro, and we are currently recording at 1080p at 30 frames per second with ultra stabilization on. Now let's just do a quick run. Turn around. Another run. Pan to the left. Pan to the right. And a little bit of jumping action over here. How does it look? Okay, so this time we have the TECNO Camon 17 Pro recording at 1080p at 60 frames per second. And unfortunately, we do lose that ultra stabilization feature, which is why the video is a little bit shaky compared to the previous one. But it's still quite smooth if you ask me. Now let's just do a little bit of jogging again. Pan to the left, pan to the right, and do a little bit of jumping. Oh, there I am. What do you guys think? And finally, here is a video test of the TECNO Camon 17 Pro recording at 4K at 30 frames per second. Again, we do lose that ultra stabilization feature, but the details are much more apparent, and I think this is my favorite one of them all. Now, maybe we need a gimbal or a tripod or something, but it's a pretty good trade-off for the quality that you're getting.
The Camon 17 is TECNO's solution to offering people affordable smartphones without compromising daily performance. It's got decent hardware, good battery life, and if you're the type of person who makes use of the camera a lot, this does boast some pretty good camera specs as well. And again, they even got Chris Evans on board here. So who knows, maybe you'll start to look like him when you buy this phone. As for the price, the Camon 17 comes in 3 different price points. The Camon 17P with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage will run you 8,490 pesos, while the slightly more premium Pro variants will come at 9,990 for 8 plus 128GB of storage, while the 256GB version will cost you 10,990 pesos. The Camon 17 smartphone series is available in the TECNO Mobile official store in Shopee and partner retail stores. Check out the links in the description box below. So what do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and be sure to visit ukatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Josh, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.